On an electric vehicle that's pre-owned, you can get up to $10,000 in select markets for buying that same pre-owned vehicle. Hello everybody, I'm Al, the green dealer, and welcome to our channel Ecoauto, where we are answering questions, providing tips, as well as showcasing different ways that you can save money by driving more sustainably. Today we're going to debunk some of the biggest myths when it comes to driving sustainable electric vehicles or EVs, and some of the things that we hear every day in the marketplace that, quite frankly, makes us laugh. Electric vehicles cost more money. Well, that depends. Are you looking at comparing the cost one-to-one, or are you looking at comparing your cost overall? Right now in the marketplace, there is no better deals than electric vehicles, both on the new and on the pre-owned side. On the new side, you can save up to $15,000 in rebates and incentives. And on the pre-owned side, you can save up to $10,000 in rebates and incentives. Plus, depends on whether you're looking at new or pre-owned. New has a lot of great leasing incentives. And on the pre-owned side, you also have the benefit that electric vehicles have depreciated a lot over the past 2 to 3 years. So if you're looking at particularly a pre-owned electric vehicle, whether it's a late model or a couple years old, you're going to be able to save 30 to 50% of the price of that vehicle when it was first brand new, depending on the year. And on top of that, you can get even more additional incentives. There is no better deals when it comes to buying a vehicle than buying an electric vehicle, whether it's new or pre-owned. 3 main reasons why you would buy a pre-owned electric vehicle. Number one is depreciation. Much like with buying a pre-owned car, you buy a pre-owned car because somebody else already took the depreciation when the car was first brand new. If a car was $50,000 brand new, when you buy a pre-owned, you might be able to buy that car for $30,000 or $25,000 depending on what year. But on an electric vehicle, you can get a lot more car, a lot newer car, for that same $25,000. So that's one of the reasons why buying a pre-owned electric vehicle is a really good and smart choice, because you're buying something that's already been depreciated and also protects you from having big depreciation. The second reason why is incentives. It is an unprecedented times right now. We have never seen this in the marketplace when it comes to a pre-owned vehicle. It's never been heard that you can get rebates on a pre-owned car, and on an electric vehicle that's pre-owned, you can get up to $10,000 in select markets for buying that same pre-owned vehicle. So not only are you buying it 30 to 50% ahead because of the depreciation, but you also get additional incentives depending on your qualifications as well as your state's qualification programs. When it comes to electric vehicles, that is one of the biggest problems that we see, is that there's not enough charging stations. In fact, our studies have shown that if there was more charging stations, people are perfectly comfortable driving electric vehicles. And range anxiety is a real concern for a lot of people. So if you're considering going EV, going into an electric vehicle, you really should do your research through apps like PlugShare. You should do some research online to see what charging is available. Also, if you have charging availability at home, is something that would be helpful. But it also depends on how you use your vehicle. What we find is that most people actually have a usable range that will serve the need of 90% of their usage when they're buying an electric vehicle with the kind of range that is in the market right now. Most cars are going to be between 200 to 300 miles of range. Most importantly, if you live in a multifamily dwelling or you live in a complex, there are incentives where you can motivate your particular condominium association or complex or multifamily dwelling to put charging infrastructure in your area, and a lot of the times that landlord or property owner doesn't even have to pay for it and have most of it covered to provide you that service. Ecoauto is a one-stop shop marketplace for anything eco-friendly transportation related. We sell new, used, and commercial vehicles. We're also experts in EV service with a state-of-the-art service facility and expansion in place. And we also do sell chargers and charging infrastructure. So as Ecoauto, we're a one-stop shop to provide our customers with everything that you need to know and do when it comes to eco-friendly vehicles. That means electric, hybrid, and plug-in. And that also means anything that may come down in the future, like hydrogen technology and other eco-friendly vehicles. Our belief is that we shouldn't be paying a sustainability tax or premium in order for you to drive something that's more eco-friendly and better for the environment and also our planet in your pocket. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube just by searching Ecoauto. And our website is myecoauto.com, where you'll be able to learn much more information about questions like this. Also check out our inventory and check out different options in your area for incentives as well as charging stations. SOL. Well, that's a common question we get. A common question we get, believe it or not, is what do I do if I run out of battery? Well, what do you do if you run out of gas? I would suggest don't run out of gas. But if you ran out of battery, there are services out there like AAA, the same way, that will help you jump start your vehicle. Your vehicle can also get towed to the next available dealer. It's not as common as you might think because charging infrastructure is readily available in most areas. There are some remote areas out there that it's a little bit still of a challenge. But what it comes down to is how we adapt to how we fuel up our vehicles, because it's no different than charging your cell phone, literally. It's just plugging it in at the end of the night if you have the charger at home. As long as you have the charging infrastructure available nearby, charging is not an issue. Plus, you get to enjoy savings of between 30 to 70% of your fuel consumption costs. We hear very commonly that are batteries super expensive to replace? Full transparency, yes, they are. But in contrast, if you lost your engine in a vehicle, in an internal combustion engine vehicle, do you think it would be expensive to repair? The answer is, of course it would be. And it would be $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, depending on what kind of vehicle you drive. If it's a V8 or a V10 or a V6. I mean, they're all gonna matter, but it's all gonna be time, labor, energy. That engine has to get basically rebuilt. And that's essentially what you're doing when you're replacing a battery. And instead of having a $20,000 replacement cost, batteries are actually easily repairable and refurbishable, where you can when you open up a battery, we call them tuna cans here. You can see the different cells inside of that battery, and you can see, we can run diagnostics that will tell us exactly which battery cell is not working properly, which then we can take out that cell, replace that cell, rebalance the whole battery load, and put that battery back into action for only $2,000 to $3,000. That's something that a lot of shops out there are not doing yet, but we are definitely working to get that message out there. Our consumers don't know that most batteries out in the marketplace from the manufacturers have 8 to 10 year battery warranties that will cover that battery even as a pre-owned and secondary hand vehicle. So from those two perspectives, you have a lot of peace of mind when it comes to buying an electric vehicle, but there's a lot of misconceptions because the information is not out there. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Please visit us at myecoauto.com to learn more, or click the link in the video or the QR code that you see right here. We'll see you on the next videos. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, drive green and save green.